How have you all been over the past week?
Cold.
As long as you're all here alive, I guess that's good news, right? I wanted to ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
I think you might know the answer, or maybe you won't. Have you ever heard of things like, I don't know, K9, KF21, K239? What do you think those are?
I know K9's a dog.
Oh, okay. I mean like K, the letter K,
okay.
and 9.
Idol shows or something when they have like the people compete and it's like
That
48
sounds like a good
members or
name.
something.
Yeah, for like a 9-member group. K9.
Yeah, K9, yeah.
K stands for Korea.
Korea. Hanguk!
Okay.
Or D for Daehan민국.
And it's actually a field the whole world is paying attention to.
Really?
It sounds a bit technical, but it's the name of K-weapons.
Y'all got weapons?
We got weapons.
Yeah, massive weapons.
These days, loads of countries are interested in buying K weapons, actually.
Okay.
And I'm guessing our viewers as well are going to be curious, like how that came to be, right? Yeah. So, should we check out the first video?
Yes, sounds good.
All of them are core assets of the Korean military and weapons that are gaining strong attention in the global market. Korea's defense exports have seen remarkable growth in recent years. Military outlet Defense 24 evaluated that Korea is emerging as a rising power in the global defense market, alongside its cultural success.
K방산에 대한 위상이 높아지면서 전 세계 외신이나 글로벌 무기 시장에서는 K방산을 일컬어 자유진영의 무기고다라고 하는 찬사와 더불어 본격적인 이제 메이저리그에 진입을 했다라고 하는 그런 평가를 받고 있습니다.
After the Korean War, when South Korea relied on U.S. military aid, the country recognized the need for self-reliant defense and established the Agency for Defense Development in 1970, beginning domestic weapons production. In the 1980s and 1990s, it developed tanks and armored vehicles, modernizing its forces and making on overseas exports. After completing independent systems across the Army, Navy, and Air Force in the 2000s, the launch of the Defense Acquisition Program Administration in 2006 became a turning point, rapidly expanding defense exports. Since the 2020s, Korea's defense exports have been rising explosively. In particular, after the Russia-Ukraine war in 2022, many countries seeking to reinforce their conventional forces began turning their attention to Korean-made weapons. As a result, Korea's defense exports, which stood at $7 billion in 2021, and this year are expected to surpass $20 billion, continuing a steep upward trajectory.
기존에 우리가 이제 무기를 수출하던 국가나 권역은 동남아시아, 중앙아시아 일부, 북아프리카 지역과 중동, 그리고 남미 이런 지역에 좀 특정되어 있었거든요. 그러다가 이제 우리가 본격적으로 동유럽을 필두로 이제 북유럽 시장까지도 우리가 진출하게 되었고, 최근에는 전 세계 최대 국방 조달 시장이라고 일컫는 미국 시장까지도 우리는 이제 진출을 앞두고 있는데요.
President Lee Jae-myung has set the goal of elevating Korea into one of the world's top 4 defense powers and emphasized expanding the national budget for defense R&D.
과감하게 투자하겠습니다. 2030년까지 국방 R&D 그리고 항공우주 R&D에 예상을 뛰어넘는 대대적인 예산을 투입해서
Defense cooperation was also a key agenda item at last month's G20 summit and during the president's visits to the Middle East and North Africa. In bilateral meetings with major countries, related discussions continued. And with the UAE, Korea agreed to establish a cooperation model that covers everything from weapons development to export, an achievement of significant meaning.
국가와 국가 간 무기 거래라고 하는 특성을 보자면 이러한 국제관계나 국제정치 이런 부분들을 고려하지 않을 수가 없습니다. 우리 한국 방위산업은 기본적인 이러한 제조 기반의 경쟁력을 필두로 정부의 맞춤형 육성 지원 정책과 더불어 방산 기업들의 그런 노력들이 이루어진 그러한 결실이라 말씀드릴 수 있겠습니다.
From a nation that once relied on aid to a nation that now exports weapons, Korea's defense industry is emerging as a central pillar of global defense, armed with both technological capability and diplomatic strength.
I don't know, that video was really interesting, and just to see like how times have changing, because like Korea way back in the day used to be like a poor country, and now it's like a global superpower. And then for like a country that was war torn, now to become like a leader in military weapons is pretty interesting to see.
But I think with Korea, what has helped them is like their cost effectiveness. But the important thing is performance doesn't like lag behind or anything.
The quality.
Yeah, so that helps them, I think, gain a foothold in the global market. Yeah.
And also, like, Korea's 빨리빨리 culture. Korea likes to get things done very quickly, so everything's very quickly made. So if you guys remember in 2022, Korea made a lot of contracts with Poland, and they sent 10 tanks and 28 howitzers in 4 months. And in other countries, that would have taken years, right? So it says a lot. Yeah.
Y'all got that Beidao system on lock, right? Like one day delivery.
Yeah.
Same day.
Yeah. It's rocket delivery and literally rocket delivery.
No pun intended, right?
I think Korea has multiple advantage because we have been facing North Korea. So meaning that we have had constant domestic demands on this. And then so it means that the company and factories has been keep running nonstop. And at the same time, when it comes to defense industry, the MRO is very crucial. The maintenance and repair and overhaul. And then Korea have tons of experience in this area, and that's another advantage. Yeah.
So Korea, I think, is doing this two-prong. It's developing its technology, but also diplomacy. We saw in the video, like the President Lee Jae-myung, wherever he's going, is trying to promote K-Defense, among other things. So they're increasing spending in like R&D, and then making more and more of these global defense partnerships, because I think you can't do it alone, right?
But like what you're saying, I know in America, like when we had like our wars, like World War I, World War II, a lot of those factories, like they build these interesting processes, and obviously the military gets it first, and then later on it comes down to like the average people, like with technology, cell phones, all that good stuff.
Definitely.
I feel like with your guys' systems of the military, later on the people are going to benefit from it.
And then in fact, Korean government has been trying to connect this defense technology with advanced AI. And then we talked about this in the video, the aerospace security and cybersecurity. So they're trying to turn this whole industry into an advanced security industry.
Correct.
So we can clearly say that, this industry is going to be the key sector for the future.
Peter, do you have any final words to sum up this topic of rockets?
It's very important, it's a very serious topic with K-Defense, so maybe you have to be quite wise in it. And I think Koreans will remember this one-liner, so I'll go for this. Like, a moment's choice can define 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, Christmas is the best, though.
Myeongdong.
Seoul's Myeongdong streets. Despite the biting cold, the area is packed with tourists eager to shop. And right in the middle of this bustling Myeongdong, there's a legendary street snack that has held its spot for a whopping 14 years. It's gyeranbang, the classic egg bread.
It's only $2 each on?
It looks amazing.
A dollop of golden batter, topped ever so casually with a single cracked egg.
Oh, I'm getting hungry.
As the sweet aroma of the bread mixes with the savory smell of egg. Even passers-by can't resist stopping in their tracks. These days, it's become a must-eat item on the bucket or food bucket list for foreign tourists. So there's always a long line like this.
많아요. 일본, 중국, 말레이시아, 미국, 유럽 쪽도 많이 오시고요. 인도네시아 분들도 많이 오시고요. 계란빵에는 고기가 안 들어가서 고기 못 드시는 나라 분들도 많이 찾으시고요.
Everyone, young and old, blows on it to cool it down and devour it in an instant. Just watching them is enough to make your mouth water. As word spread among foreign visitors to Korea, it even earned a spot on CNN's list of 50 of the world's best breads.
Oh, yeah.
It now stands proudly alongside France's baguette, Italy's ciabatta, and Japan's curry bread. CNN described gyeranbang, a famous Korean street food made from flour, sugar, and eggs, and praised it by saying that with a whole-baked egg inside, it feels like a bread with a buried treasure.
第一次来就是看着想吃。
さっきそこいて美味しそうやなって思って買いに来ました。美味しいです。
Jen Rose Smith, the chef-turned-writer who curated the list, said she chose each bread based on memorable flavor, unique ingredients, iconic status, and the sheer homey pleasure of eating them.
뿌듯하죠. 아무래도 계란빵이 그렇게 올라갔다는 게 계란빵에는 제 생각엔 단백질이 있다고 생각을 해서 그래서 사람들도 이제 뭐 단맛도 나고 뭐 짭짤한 맛도 나고 하니까 그래서 그런 매력이 있는 것 같아요.
Although CNN described egg bread as a popular Seoul menu item, its true origin goes back about 40 years to a street stall near a university in Incheon. It was made so that even cash-strapped students could enjoy a filling bite, and it quickly became hugely popular. Nowadays, it has evolved into something closer to a small meal, with richer toppings like cheese, ham, and chopped parsley.
Why PD didn't
치즈를
bring me
넣어서
some
먹었는데
gyeranbang today,
제
right?
개인적으로 맛있더라고요.
Very good, very good. Crispy, but also fluffy. And so nutrition value, I mean, it has eggs, it has cheese, so good protein. In terms of price, it's 3,000 won, which very good.
Gyeranbang, a quintessential street food for Koreans that also brings back nostalgic memories. Once a warm, inexpensive comfort snack for everyday people, egg bread is now being reborn as a global treat, riding the wave of K-food around the world.
Oh, I'm hungry. When I first saw that, I remember thinking, that's interesting. There's like a whole egg inside a little bread holder almost. But I think once you try it, that kind of saltiness, that sweetness comes together and it kind of sticks with you.
In a lot of the countries, it's not common to see this kind of a hot street snacks that's freshly made on street.
Yeah.
And also it's so steaming and you have to blow on like hoo-hoo during the winter, right? So I was wondering, in the UK or the US, do they have typical these winter snacks that people enjoy every the new season comes around?
Hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate, yeah, definitely.
Hot chocolate's big in the UK,
That's
yeah.
about it.
With
But you're buying
marshmallow.
that at a cafe, right, rather than a vendor. I don't know, yeah, in the UK, what is that? Or maybe mulled wine at a Christmas market. You might get that, like some warm wine.
Eggnog.
Oh, eggnog's good at Christmas.
Eggnog.
Yeah.
With alcohol.
And then like a Christmassy thing that can be warm is mince pies. But again, that's not freshly cooked. And it's like minced fruit and stuff like this. It's got spices. But that's usually indoors. Like getting it on the street, that's the appeal because you're cold and you're like, oh, this is nice and warm.
Yeah.
I like that.
I mean, you know, in the US, too, it's not on the streets, but making gingerbread houses.
Oh, yeah.
You can eat gingerbread houses, right?
For Christmas, yeah.
Yeah.
You're making it with your family or your kids and stuff. Yeah, I remember making a couple gingerbread houses when I was a kid. That was like bonding with the family.
Yeah. And when you go camping, s'mores.
Okay, yeah.
S'mores, yes.
S'mores are so good, yeah.
You know more about America than me.
Yeah, but I mean, in Korea, we're definitely seeing like this, you know, it's not just the food, it's like the whole vibe, right? We saw in the video with Myeongdong how like it's not just that one stand, it's all of the different stands together, everyone wearing Christmas hats. Like you can really feel like the Christmas or holiday kind of environment.
spirit.
So yeah. Have you guys tried any other Korean kind of snacks aside from this one?
So many.
붕어빵.
봉우방 초아.
Oh, fantastic. For me, I go like old school. Sweet potatoes, chestnuts, like, because again, you don't feel guilty, but they taste really good. They're really sweet.
For me, I love hotdog.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's so
hotdog is a small Korean pancake. It's crispy outside and then it's gooey inside, filled with like melted brown sugar, cinnamon, and nuts. And you can do variation with cheese and other like seeds.
They have the suk
Soup,
hot dog
yeah,
as
soup
well,
hot dog,
like with
and then
mugwort.
sunflower seed hot dog.
I think people who are coming to Korea now, like tourists coming here, they don't want, well, I'm sure they do want to see some of the tourist sites like Gyeongbokgung Palace and things like this, but there was a survey recently, and the number one thing foreign tourists want to do is a Korean like food tour and eat what the locals eat and taste what we have on a regular basis. So street food is a big thing as well, and the markets, yeah.
Yeah, and everyone should know that Korea has so many winter treasures beyond egg bread, right? I think the Korean snack should go global.
So you got K-beauty, K-defense, K-pop,
KAI.
K-AI,
K-street food.
K-street, K-everything.
Now I'm like seriously getting hungry. Hannah, can you wrap up quickly, please?
Okay, well, I know we talked about snacks, but I think ramen and soup is also important. So I'm gonna close with a very famous ad from a long time ago.
Long time ago.
Yes. 국물이 끝내줘요.
That's a super 애교.
KATSEYE is a multinational girl group created by Hive and US label Geffen Records. Among all girl groups on Spotify worldwide, they rank #1 in monthly listeners and a nominee for the Grammy Award for Best New Artist. But after their debut, what they faced was not only applause. The thousands of death threats and harsh hate targeting their gender identity and race had become part of their daily lives. The members shared, "We may act unfazed, but having over 1,000 people say they want to kill you is nothing short of shocking." Lara, an American citizen of Indian descent, was even falsely reported to immigration authorities for working illegally in the US. Megan and Lara revealed that they identify as bisexual and queer. Their disclosure drew support from the LGBTQ+ community, but it also fueled mockery and attacks aimed at their sexual identity. These are all layered hate targeting their gender, race, and sexual identity all at once. On top of that, the long-standing gaze of evaluation and control over women that K-pop female idols have had to endure has resurfaced in this situation. And that has fueled online violence to grow in an even more structural and extreme form.
일단 인터넷의 어떤 흐름이나 분위기가 주로 약간 마초이즘의 바탕을 둔, 그러니까 남성 우월주의 바탕을 둔 기류가 형성이 되어 있고요. 주로 플랫폼 안에서 이런 일들이 많이 이루어지고 있거든요. 그러면 플랫폼 운영자들이 그런 부분을 좀 걸러내주고 필터링을 해줘야 되는데 그 상업화의 도구로 활용을 하고 있다 보니까 방치되어 있는 것이고, 그 와중에 계속 여성 아티스트, 특히 K-pop 아티스트들이 표적이 된다는 거죠.
In fact, extreme threats toward girl groups are not a recent development. In 2017, K-pop girl group A-Pink repeatedly received bomb threats at concert venues and death threats, and had to go on stage under police escort. Today, extreme threats toward female idols have become part of daily reality. In particular, female idols are always placed at the center of constant evaluation. From their stage attitude to their private lives, they exist within a culture that endlessly scores them and ranks them. These attacks don't end with the actions of just a few individuals. Under the banner of protecting my artist, fandom rivalries can lead to organized waves of criticism. Provocative posts and videos get boosted by platform algorithms and appear more widely, making them look like the dominant public opinion. For the victims, it becomes a reality that is difficult to escape anywhere, whether offline or online.
우리 K-팝이 글로벌 영향을 가지고 있기 때문에 한국만이 아니고 미국 등 여러 나라와 공조를 해야 된다고 봅니다. 특히 어린 청소년 아티스트들의 정신적인 어떤 피해, 상처가 우려되기 때문에 정신적인 측면에서의 어떤 케어 그리고 멘탈 관리가 필요하다고 생각이 듭니다.
The KATSEYE incident is a reflection of the gaze under which female idols, LGBTQ+ artists, and artists of color are performing today. Can we really view this issue as merely a fandom conflict? Behind the glamorous stages of K-pop, it is time for us to reflect on how we have been consuming this culture and its artists.
Wow, you know, when I used to hear about these things, I always thought it was just like a few toxic, extreme fans. But after seeing the video and, you know, even hearing recently about a lot of these extreme fans becoming worse and worse, like these...
It's not just like a K-pop thing. Of course, British artists, American artists, they have haters and they get death threats and threats of abuse. But I wonder if there's something within K-pop and within girl group especially, like fandom, that encourages this, maybe inadvertently. Like the survival shows, you've got all those votes publicly, you're judging the members and ranking them. And then that was really shocking, that rival fandoms will hate on their rival artists like in a coordinated way. So I wonder, do you think this is something where K-pop itself is to blame or is part of the reason?
I think, I don't want to blame K-pop or say it's a Korean thing, but if you look at American female artists and a Korean female artist, American female artist, if she dates XYZ, no one cares. Like people might say, oh, she's dating this football player. Some people say yay, some people say no, but she won't lose her job for it.
Yeah, but at the same time, like there's cultural component which is deep-seated misogyny. But when I talk about misogyny, some people might believe that misogyny is a hatred against all types of women. But in this gender literature, they see misogyny as a policing system that rewards good girl. Good girl who is like behaving nice and cute in a girly way, and then punishes bad girl. Bad girl in this sense is a one who can have political or personal voice and who can actually date with another man. And another one is the one who can like change their style regardless of what fans or the public wants them to. Unless we recognize that there is a cultural component and deep-seated misogyny, then it's very difficult to change this whole, hatred culture, especially against female idols.
K-pop, K-music is all good and all, like it benefits the economy, but like I don't think these artists should be getting this hate or there should be some type of system to protect them. Yes, free speech exists, and sending death threats or just making like defamation claims or like deep fakes and things like that should be punished. And like the laws are still catching up with technology, so that's the hard part.
But I think what you mentioned earlier too, there are these kinds of extreme fans everywhere. The internet exists everywhere, at least in the developed world. So we see a lot of criticisms towards these girl groups and celebrities everywhere. But in Korea, it's particularly unique because of the cultural component. But these fans sometimes think that they helped raise up the girl groups and they help them become popular. And so in many ways, they think that they have ownership, right? And that ownership can be scary because that can lead to a sense of control. Like, oh, you can't do this. You can do this. And then they start to hide like their private lives, and so that's why they can't date properly, or they have to hide who they're dating. And so that kind of closeness can almost lead to a sense of control, and that's where I think it's very unique in Korea, or I mean, not just Korea, but in some unique cases. So how do we kind of find a way to not link closeness with control?
It's difficult because you cannot really educate them. The feeling of emotionally attached to somebody is different from trying to control, right? I think just public have to understand that in a way, we kind of understand why they're so emotionally attached to the idol star, because they invested so much money, emotions, and, their time. In a way, they raised these idols, but they're these idols' career, not these idols as a human being, right? But this feeling closeness is validated, but when they try to control these people, and we have to draw a clear line that it's not going to be validated.
Sure, that's not okay.
And the whole this conversation makes me wonder, can we call these behaviors as anti-behavior or anti-fan? Where do we draw a line between these two? Are they...
You can't make threats, right? Like that's illegal, isn't it? It's not just illegal like in the West. I'm sure that's illegal here. You can't make a death threat, But the anti-fan culture, which is a thing everywhere, I think. Like if I like, for instance, a football team and I don't like the rivals, right? And I might badmouth the rival team.
Talk trash.
But there is a line, right?
But you're
you can't
not
make
going to
a
leave
threat.
a death threat.
Yeah, exactly. That's going too far, surely, right?
And like the phrase that they say, like, because they're public figures, they should be used to this and expect it. I don't know, I think that's kind of crazy and a little dangerous idea. Just because I'm doing my job, I should be expected to potentially die or have, just saying, like, I don't think that's should be commonplace. Like, we should put systems in place to prevent things like that. Or the people that do it should be dealt with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about the anti-fan, but, what then would a healthy fan look like? Someone who truly loves their artist, but maybe not trying to hurt them or hurt their competition. What would a healthy fan look like?
Just a normal person that's not obsessed.
Have a healthy life, actually.
Because you don't want to be a super fan and just like, I live and breathe this person and have their poster everywhere and spend $1,000 to see a ticket and going in debt. Just I like the music. Maybe I buy a poster. That's it. That's a healthy fan to me.
You buy content, not human.
Yeah.
Right? You consume.
Joan, so we talk so much about the K-pop and all this industry stuff. Is there like one line you would give to summarize it all?
Yes. Definitely. So, hate is not an opinion. It's a violation.
That's good.
So you guys, time has flown by so quick. We talked about so many interesting things.
Peter, I heard that you became the honorary citizen of Seoul.
I didn't know you were going to bring this up. I just so happened to have the box that I received. Yeah, it was a true honor. And I got this little Myeonghae Shimincheon.
Look at that beautiful person right
A
there.
little ID card and a little medal as well. It was a true honor. It's like given to foreigners every year who like promote Seoul and Korea, and I've been doing that through Arirang for a long time. And I promised to do it for a long time on the agenda as well. So hopefully we can get more of these. Next year as a foreigner, Brendan, you get one.
Yeah, I want it. I thought you were going to say you're having a baby or something.
In this box. No, so it's a true honor. But I think we're all doing a good job of promoting Korea, but also talking about difficult issues, right? So let's be back next week to work even harder with it. Okay, guys?
Let's get it.
All right. See you then.
Urinada.